That. Twitch. Oh, we hit 70 followers on Twitch. That's amazing. Nice. Very nice indeed. Activate. Links. Social. Twitch. Ping the message. Grab this. Oops, I can't do it yet. I gotta wait for it to disappear. Let me actually close it. That way I can do it. This way. Then hit message. Words on top. Make them clickable. My channel. Yep, make sure everything's working on YouTube. It does seem to be working on YouTube. That's good. Nice. Also working on Twitch. Very cool indeed. Okay. This is also gone live. This is Discord has worked this time. Cool. Everything seems to be working. Cool, cool, cool. Hello, welcome to new Doki Doki. Okay. I think. Think that makes us ready to go. Weird. Okay, there you go, and do that. Open up this and load game. Wait. And you can skip. Oh, we haven't seen this before. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked into. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and not picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination. I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Yeah? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. It's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Of course, that's what she thinks. That's all she thinks about it. It's time to eat food. She's like, wow. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? Eh? They didn't say I didn't like it. Says, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Ah, never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now. Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as funny as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting on a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. Oh no. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. Waving my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Well, you're a very social person and all of a sudden today you're not that at all. Even in class today, you didn't ask one question or socialize with anyone. Geez, you worry too much. I'm fine, see? I grab a chair from a nearby desk and sit down. What are you doing? What does it look like? What is wrong with you? Nothing, alright. I'm just tired. Were you up late again? Yes. This time it wasn't my fault. I heard some noises outside my room last night and it scared me. Oh, you did? Yep, I remember now, the fight last night. She looked out her window and didn't see anything. What did that look for? That look on your face, it's scary. Oh, sorry. Guess I was deep in thought. Listen, sorry, there's no need to be scared. But I promise you there's nothing to worry about. Okay? You're such a good person. Yeah, if you say so. Don't tell me it dipped. 5 minutes. Wait, it did. No, did it? Yeah, it did dip. Oh, for goodness sake. Let's play restream, that is. On my side here, showing no problems whatsoever. Please don't continue to do that. It's kind of annoying. There we go. Okay. You doing better now? Well, with you protecting me, I feel much better. Okay, hold on, I didn't say... So he jumps up from the chair and skips towards the others. Alright. So before we read our poems, we have a bit of free time. So feel free to do whatever. Just a purse around the room. Ronan goes up towards the front with Sori and begins to look at a piece of paper. As Suki goes into the closet, emerges a couple of minutes later with one of her mangas, and Yuri sits down at her desk, looking at a few books. Once I want to learn more about these people, I'm going to be in this club with them, that's the least I can do. Who should I start spending time with? Okay, so this is... yeah. Is this our second choice? Okay, we talked to Natsuki last time. The soy was an option, but I want to find out more about what she was talking about. Guess I'll go see Sori. She is next to me and is far closer to me than the rest of these people. Yes, she isn't that bad to be around. I can't believe I'm saying that though. Since Monica and Sori are both together, I might as well join. Oh, hi Echo. What you two doing? Well, we're working on a new poster for the festival. Interesting, let's see. She holds it up for me to see. It's a colourful poster with some rather neat handwriting. It presents a pleasant meeting that intrigues the reader to check out the club for more information. To be honest, it isn't that bad. But must there be that many colours? Yeah, to draw the person in. If you say so. Did you need help with something? Well, I'm not really creative. I just came over to see what you guys were doing. Mainly see what Sori was doing. Oh, hehehe. Alright. Well, we are pretty much finished now. Alright. Walking to Sori, placing my hands on his desk. Hi, Echo. Yo. So about earlier. Yeah? I want to kind of broaden on that a little bit. What do you mean? Well, I said there was nothing to worry about. Yeah? Don't completely rely on me or anybody else to protect you. You should always keep a constant vigilance about you. Well, Echo, you seem like you can handle yourself when things get difficult. And if you were there to defend us, we would appreciate it quite a lot. I can't guarantee I'll always be around. What does that mean? Well, I mean exactly that. Life can change and affect us all, so I can never really guarantee I'll be there. You're so sweet. Sweet wasn't what I was going for. I was merely explaining to her that my job can easily change things. You never know, one day I might be called off and I could never come back. I don't want her to think me of a crude. Anyway, we have some free time before prom, but what do you suppose we do? I don't know. I think spending time with you is good enough. Tell me about this festival. What are you planning for it? Oh, well, I'm planning on helping Monica make our club a great part of it. It is going to be so much fun. Looks like you two can have a lot of mind for it too. Each member is reading a poem before the crowd. You know what that means, right? No, educate me, please. That means you'll have to read a poem publicly too. What? The music cuts. Yep, remember how you told me yesterday you joined the club? Yeah, I guess I did. Oh man, I guess I dug this hole myself then. I guess you're right. So will you do it? I never said that. Why not? Yeah, we kind of... Very cunning. May act very clumsy and forgetful, but very cunning. Very, very cunning. You're a club member? Sorry, my type of conversation isn't the norm around here. I can barely express emotion or feeling. But I know you can do it. Writing poetry helps me with some of my problems. Can't it help yours too? Not with who I am. Never mind that. Face seems suddenly apprehensive. Her face conveys concern. I'm serious, ignore what I just said. It's hard to ignore something from you. What? Her face stiffens as if she said something she didn't attend to. I mean, it's hard for me to ignore things people say. Echo, you are my friend. And if you need help, you can ask me, okay? Right. And the same goes for you, sorry. What am I even saying? I guess I haven't really grown to like these lot. Especially sorry. Sorry hops up and Joy wraps her arms around me. Yeah. Man, I told you about this. You need to give me a fair warning. Sorry. I forgot. I rub my forehead. You're a pain at times. Laughs at my comments. So what do you plan to read out at the club? The poems? Yep. I didn't even know yet. You basically just told me I had to do that. I am not very happy doing this. I know you can do it, Echo. I'll think about it tonight. Zoe smiles grows. What is she so happy about? You know, it wouldn't hurt you if you smiled every once in a while. What? You always have this look on your face. It's scary. Man, so here you are insulting me for my looks. Thanks, sorry. I didn't mean it that way. I know you didn't. I crack a smile and a pat on his shoulder. See, just like that. You have a great smile, you don't need to hide it. Whatever you say. You don't need to hide it, she says. It's not the fact I'm deliberately hiding it. I just don't do it that much anymore. Still, I remain with this fake smile since it eases. Sorry, it's something that I have done for a very long time. Echo, are you okay? I look back and try. You look like you're thinking pretty deeply all of a sudden. Oh well, guess I am. I really can't wait for the festival. And hopefully we can get some new members. Well, make sure you plan everything out correctly. Uh-oh. I know what we can do. Raise an eyebrow. You can help me hang up these posters. Alright, yeah, I can help with that. Go to Monica and tells her the plans for the time being. I lean back on the desk and look at my watch. I anticipate every second. I've made it a habit of following the beat of every second. It helps keep you focused at even more stressful of times, because how I look at it, time is both a boon and a burden. Other times you are awarded the luxury of it. And still other times you are severely limited by the lack of it you possess. And having little time and leeway to get something done can cause a lot of unnecessary stress. I've learned to counteract this by keeping with the beat of each second every so often. It helps you learn that each second is crucial and not to be wasted. When in a scenario like this, time isn't my enemy. Okay, ready to go. As ready as I was when you left. So when I walk out the club room towards a bulletin board and a few classes down. Does this look like a good place for a poster? Well, this is a rather popular part of school, so I'd say so. Yes. When I approach the green bulletin board, which has several other flyers and posters littering it. Posters for different clubs? Yeah. Since the fest is on Monday, a lot of other clubs and groups are trying to advertise. A band club, a modern art club, there's also even a group advised for social media and networking. There are certainly a lot of things students can do after school, yeah, but they don't get any ideas. They only just joined You only just joined and everyone's starting to like you a whole lot. I'm not leaving the club, sorry. Sighs in relief. She places her hand on the poster, promptly measuring how much space she needs for it. Place one hand in the middle of the colourful attachment and hold it in place. Can you hold me a strip of tape, Echo? Yep. Take a roll of tape I was brought along with us, measured out the fitting length and cut it. She takes a piece of tape and fixes it over the corner of the board. We repeat it a few more times before we finish. There we go. How does it look? It looks fine. We have a couple more to hang up, come on. Grabs the sleeve of my uniform, pulls me along. We continue to hang up posters around it before heading back to the club room. Okay everyone, after some time Pathmore calls out to the club room. Oops. Why don't we share our poems now? Well, I know everything's back to normal. Each of the guys retrieves their poems. Zoe holds her poem to her chest happily. She turns to face me, her face beaming. I stand up and walk over to her, grabbing a nearby chair and scooching it close. Alright, sorry, let me see what you got written down. Yeah, I'm glad I get to show my poem. I've been looking forward to it all day. Don't get too excited. It's this one again. Base game ones, bottles that pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friends after friends, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering these secrets, hiding in nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time has elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out each and every friend, each and every bottle. Every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile beneath my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They're supposed to be my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Question, is that literally Echo, or is that our character's name? Like I saw in a blink a few times. This is a bit more symbolic and a little more solemn than your last one. You think so? One could give me all kind of pointers for my poems. Well, it seems to be paying off. These poems kind of dark. I can practically sense the subtext hidden in it. But I keep those thoughts to myself. Nonetheless, I like it. Thank you so much. That means a lot coming from you. Pops up and down ecstatically. Okay everyone, so as you all know, the festival is coming up. I want to let you know that you all know what I plan for each person to do. Everyone looks at Monica with a sense of confidence and determination. For almost a split second, I'm taken back to my old class. All of us information, listening to our leader's speech in an attempt to motivate. It makes me smile. Okay everyone, so I want Sorry to prepare some flyers to help advertise the club during the festival. Yuri, I would like you to make some decorations and atmospheric enhancements to the room. Asuki, since you're our master baker, I'd like you to make us some bonfire cupcakes. And I will be managing as the guide of the club. What about me? Of course, I cannot forget about our most memorable person in the club. Wait, what? I would like you to assist one of us in each of our activities. You, of course, can pick who to help. Alright, I guess I'll help Sorry. But looks extremely happy with my decision. Well, I hope you enjoy working with her over during the weekend. Yep. Everyone starts packing up their things. Preparing to leave, I grab my bag and sling it over my shoulder. Walk up to Sorry. Alright, you ready to leave? Only if you are. Her face seems so much more giddy than normal. It was only because I chose to help her this weekend instead of the others. Please, after you. Then I begin our usual walk home. Skip to almost every step, glancing at me occasionally, smiling at Sika when she does this. I really should be slapping her and forcing her to keep her wits about, but she isn't like me. She's a normal person. I am not a normal person. Let her enjoy herself. I'm so excited you chose to help me, Echo. Don't get too excited. I'm only choosing to help you because, well, from what I have seen so far, You need someone to kind of keep you on track. You're basically a fire hose with someone holding it. It's like you know me so well and we haven't even known each other that long. Yeah. He looks at me and stops her skipping. So what do you think of the club? Why'd you ask that? Well, you always kept your meanie face on. My what? You know, your face. Man, my face is attached to my head. You need to elaborate if you're making a hypothetical. Sorry. Sometimes you can look like you're really mad. Or that you aren't paying attention, like you're off in some magical world in your head. Ah, I see. I don't offer an additional retort. Are you going to answer my question, silly? I really don't know how to answer. I just joined, so I don't have an answer for you. There are definitely other things I could be doing right now, and I may not like them. I guess I could say that I don't despise my time in it. Maybe it's almost if brighter than the sun itself. We just get flashbanged. We arrive at our normal departure point. We're here. So, you gonna come over and help me tomorrow? No. Yeah, why? I have something I have to do. We can meet up on Sunday. Oh. Well, I guess that's okay. Alright, goodbye, Tony. Turn away and walk home. Ooh, what are we doing? Saturday at 9 o'clock, train station. The skies filled with a marginal amount of clouds. It gives the morning a pleasant depth. I walk up to the cement stairs of the station, ready to rendezvous with a contact of mine. Not many people around here. Guess it makes sense since it's Saturday. The normal business crowd is never active on the weekends, so the constant streamlined flow of suits and interns have vanished. I was informed to meet my contact here at 9 AM. What is our job? It's really random. I try my best to meet my required deadlines. This is for my job, after all. As I climb the final step of the uneasy long staircase, I look around. An echo. Echo over here. I hear a woman call my voice from the southeast. That voice. Oh man, no. I turn to face on that voice, and my fears are confirmed. Oh, look at you. You're even bigger when I last saw you. Oh, what are you doing here, Julia? From is an older person that I have known for quite a while. Ah, isn't it obvious? Man, don't tell me I'm stuck with you. Hey now, is that a good way to hurt a girl's feelings? Girl, you're an entire decade older than I am. You were maybe a girl when I first met you, but face contours into an annoyed expression. I see you haven't changed from your normal bratty self. Look up and down. Being 28 is still passable for somebody who isn't allowed to drink yet. Maybe one or two adjustments. I was admiring your beauty. Yeah. No, you weren't. How can you say that with that mocking grin of yours? Yeah, I guess you're right. Beauty isn't the right word. She holds up her hand and stops me from continuing. Just forget I even said that. I feel like next word you're going to say will be worse than the former. I shrug my shoulders. Yeah, let's get over with already, please. I sit down on a nearby bench. Julia sits down next to me. She is wearing a casual white t-shirt exposing a little more... Yeah, I can. Brunette hair swirls slightly in the breeze. Jeans shorts basically cover up her thighs. How did they even let you prance around like that? What? You're on duty, right? Face stiffens. Yes, but it's not like I can meet you in my normal attire. You have to remain incognito. What on earth is your job that you have to go undercover? We some like spy or something. You could have just picked me up in your car. It's in the shop right now. You rear-ended someone again, didn't you? She starts to sweat slightly. None of your business. Raise an eyebrow. Was it the cat? Shut up. Man, how did you ever become so stubborn? You're serious, right? You weren't this stubborn and rude when we brought you home. But that's a fact. Well, you didn't even open your mouth back then. It's probably better too, if you say so. Anyway, why exactly did they give me to you? Well, I heard about an incident where you told your prior chief off, and that he requested a reassignment for you. And because of your nature, they saw you as the only person who could control me. I wouldn't say control. We haven't been speaking for more than 5 minutes, and you already insulted me to anything. And why do you think that is? Because you're a douche. I wrapped my hands around it, smirking slightly. Hey, her face has to redden. It's gone again. What are you up to? What, is it wrong for me to show you some TLC every once in a while? Terrifying TLC from you is utterly terrifying in my mind. Shudders in her seat. I pat on her shoulders opposite of me and remove my hand. Geez, why did you do this? It's fun. Well, I expect the world's douche from you, but that works. Still no respect for your father, huh? I hate the man, you know I will never respect him. I know. It's because of that. Raised an eyebrow in front of her, telling her to stop. Right, sorry, Echo. It's fine. Anyway, I need your phone. Yep. Reaching into my breast pocket of my white dress shirt, I retrieve a black folded cell phone. I place it in her outstretched hand. Thank you. Smiles as she opens the phone and begins to look through it. So you're keeping your commissioned phone for only contacts, right? Correct. And you still have a normal civilian phone? Correct. Good. Remember to keep these two entirely separate. If we ever need to call you, it won't be from your GP phone. GP, I feel, stands for general purpose for general population. Julie, I'm already aware of this. Why must you give me the exact same lecture that the other chiefs have given me? Because it's procedure. Yeah. What are you snickering about over there? You following procedure? Please don't make me laugh. Listen, when I was promoted to division chief, I made sure to hold myself to better standards than before. So normal nights where you just pop back at 3 AM drunk? Yeah. Listen, okay, I was young then. Also, you know as well as I that... Then you say, don't you dare say her name. Yeah? But me puzzled. I stared back into her eyes. I said, do not say her name. She looked saddened at my reaction. Still not used to her being gone? Can't really blame you. She was like my sister after all. I'm aware. She chuckled sadly. I remember when we first found you. Something lit up in her eyes that I never saw before. Even in the heat of the intense operation, she still took a second to reevaluate everything. You two didn't have to take me. Why not? You're going to die if you weren't there. I don't care. Then my growing hostility joined discontinues the topic. Pulls the black cell phone back to me. My desk and cellar are both in there. Call me only when needed. Same with you. I'm trying to live a normal life here. I don't need regular phone calls to the office. It's really admirable of you to strive for a normal life. I'll try to make sure you do just that. She waves warmly at me, sparkling blue eyes somewhat a glimpse of sincerity, but I know only saying what I want to hear. She isn't bound to my wishes, to whatever she is asked to do by the higher-ups. Nonetheless, it was good to see her again. Finally, face is appealing every once in a while. I'm going to get going now. I'll call you in a few hours. I want you to be ready. Right. The moment calming silence I begin to take my leave. Alright, Ow. Right, the upper middle of her child's back. What on earth was that for? Heh. You... Black strips of her travel inclined shoulders loosen. Stand up and start to walk away. For goodness sake, Echo. You shouldn't have taught me how to do that. I waved my right hand in the mock salute as a gesture of farewell. Ugh. I stared down the stair. I sat down the stairs, reveling in the sound of upset huffs and puffs. When I was younger, taught me how to... Okay. I simply masked my actions by slapping her on the back. Chuckled quietly to myself. Okay, so obviously an old family friend? Oh, the same day, but it's 10:10. The sidewalk which seems to stretch for miles finally begins to end up in the neighborhood. After all of today's training and use, I'm beat. Leaning against the fence that borders my house, closed my eyes. It only sure does feel nice to relax for a moment, but it doesn't last long since your footsteps approached me at a rapid pace. I had my grip on the fence and prepared to be rushed. I assume a normal combat position for facing an enemy within close quarters. Echo, you okay? What the... Sorry? What on earth are you doing out so late? Well, I was... Never mind about that. I still leaned on the fence like you were hurt. Slap said, assuming sorry, I'm fine. Put my arms out to prove functionality. I'm fine. Why were you worried? course I was. You were gone all day, and when I looked at my window, I only see you hunched over against your fence like you were hurt. It's enough to scare a girl, you know? I guess so. Hey, hello Emily Vtuber, welcome. How are you? What a coincidence. I'm good, thanks. How about yourself? I placed a hand on Troy's shoulder. Go home. Why don't you come over for a bit? No. I'm gonna get something to eat and go to sleep. As I said, we can meet up tomorrow. Alright. Good night, Echo. You walk back in your own home. I'm also good. That's good. I don't really know how to elaborate on that, but yeah, that's good. We're just doing some more Doki Doki. Fruits of the Literature Club, which so far is kind of cool. Our character is some sort of secret agent or some sort of agent. How is it going? Not great. I keep Twitch keeps disconnecting. It's done it twice already today because Restream, a service I use, is complete and utter garbage and doesn't work half the time. And every time I talk to tech support, they go, "Oh, it's your internet. It's nothing but it's not us, it's you." By the way, do you stream daily? That I do. Most days. 6 days a week, usually. I walk into my room after grabbing some food and quickly chow down. I sit at the foot of my bed. I look out my bedroom window and into the neighborhood. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, really quite serene. Like it's one of those atmospheres where you can let your guard down and relax. Unfortunately, that's never the case for me. Feeling my eyelids go heavier by the second, I retire for the night. Well, I got a hunch about something. What type of games do you stream? I stream a bit of everything, really. At the moment, I mainly stream Doki Doki and Until at the moment. Yep, he should be here any moment. Monica, what time did you two agree on? Well, this morning he texted me that he would come by at noon. Oh, well, since you're in charge of flyers and attracting new people to the club, what do you two have in mind to work on? I want to make flyers that look cute and nifty. Are you sure Echo is able to do that? You got all the sensors for my streaming? That I do, thank you. Yep. What do you mean, Monica? Echo doesn't look like the person who is able to dish out cute. You're probably right. I can think of something. Alright, well, here's her front door being knocked. Oh, I think he's here. So he ends the phone and she was having Monica and charges downstairs excitedly. I knock on his door as soon as my watch alerts me to changing of the hour. I hear bumping and rustling from the inside as I assume she races for her door. But I actually make some no thank you. I'm good, thanks. I hear bumping, rustling as I assume she races for the front door. Yay, Echo, you're here. On time as I promised. Come on in. She invites me inside her home, and I take a couple of seconds to make a note of where everything is. You can learn a lot about a person by their living situation. And Sayori is surprisingly clean. I expected to see trash scattered everywhere, a bunch of dishes laying around. So he shows me around her house and ends in her bedroom. Ta-da! And that is the tour. So she twirls her arms around as she spins. My prior observation will probably defunct at this point. The room isn't that messy, but nonetheless, clothes are scattered about quite adamantly. I don't think a tour was necessary at all, sorry. Anyway, what do you have planned for us to do? Well, since I'm making the flyers and using them to bring in new members, I was thinking we could work on that. And how do you suppose we do that? It's easy, we make them. I don't think you're getting what I mean. How are we going to make them? Do you have any necessary supplies and equipment to meet our goals today? Oh, I completely forgot. Of course you did. I ran my hand through my hair in an attempt to brainstorm. Do you have a laptop? Yeah, I do. Why'd you ask? Easy, bring it here. Tori leaves her room in a hurry. I lean against her wardrobe and waits patiently. Tori returns holding a small silver laptop. I sit on the floor as she responds. Aren't you going to sit on my bed? Well, I would accept the invitation, but you seem to have your underwear all over it. Look what her pairs of undergarments that Tori has seamlessly laid around. All different colours. Yeah, I knew I should have put those away. The wails while shrieking around her arms. She sits the laptop down next to me and begins to hastily pick up her scattered clothes. I open up a simple presentation editor program on her laptop and begin formulating a decent decent size for the flyers. Once Sora is finished with her embarrassing cleaning spree, she sits down next to me on the floor. What you doing? Since you don't have necessary materials to construct flyers here, you can easily chart them on your laptop and print them at the school. Oh, that's a great idea, Echo. You're so smart. I wouldn't consider it smart, just knowing how to prepare and adapt to the lack of therefore. And since you sound like you already have a basic layout in mind, explain them to me. Well, I was thinking we could have flyers be all sorts of different colours, bright colours. Why bright colours? Why not? There is a reason for everything, sorry. But since you're so cheerful and elevated all the time, I assume that is why you enjoy bright colours. Because they convey a happier presentation and tone? Yeah. Wow, how did you know all that? Easy to read. Point to the laptop screen. What else? Well, we should probably say that where the literature club is, so we can put the room number down. We should also explain what the literature club is. Simply just saying literature club doesn't cut it. People are still going to need context. Oh, we can put that too. As a type of way structure of the flyer, so occasionally switches her wording and ideas, which is fine, albeit I find it extremely annoying and I won't call her out on it. I am not the one to call out the shots here, I am the assistant, not the leader. She inches closer and closer to me while we immerse ourselves into this project. I notice, of course, but I don't say anything. Oh, well, if we were to put a picture of a pen right there. We reach over my lap and she points at the corner of the fly design. Do you think that would make a good design? Of course! I reach one of my hands up and stroke the chin for a few moments, pondering. Right, we can do that, but it should be proportionate to the text we input so it doesn't look out of place. Oh, okay. Can I type the words? I don't see why not. I reach my hand from the laptop and prepare for her to grab it. She doesn't grab it, she simply rotates it on my lap to face her, and leans over to get a better view of it and starts typing away while it sits in my possession. Does this girl understand what she's doing? Sorry. Yeah? You know what you're doing? Oh, silly. I am typing what we say on the flyers. She turns her head to make eye contact with me. Is she really this dense? Or is this one of her subtle ways of hinting on me? She turns her gaze to the laptop and continue working softly and quietly humming to herself. At this point, I just let her have her fun, lean my head back against the wardrobe and watch her work. Eventually, we switch off and I am once again working. As I continue working, Soy is at the point touching my body and leans her head on my shoulder and watches me work. Stop typing for a moment, rock my head to the side. Am I bothering you? No, not at all. Kind of surprised me, to be honest. Did you get sleep last night? No. Why? I had a lot on my mind. So I guess I'm just really sleepy right now. Returned to work on the flyers. It wasn't long before Soy breath slowed to a rhythmic pace. Did she mod contest? No, we're not a contest per se, but we're playing. We're going through Doki, Fruits of the Literature Club fan game. We've seen what it's all about. It looked really good from the description, and so far it has been. Apart from one or two things I don't like. Did she? She did. She fell asleep. Idiot, she and I only just met a bit ago. She certainly has placed a lot of trust in me. Letting me into her home, into her room, and being so close to me to the point where she becomes completely vulnerable. Especially someone like me. I'm not a good person, there's no way I could be. Even you tried to teach me otherwise. I stopped typing. You can practically hear your words now. When someone has placed trust in you, it's important not to break it. Trust is an extremely valuable thing. Bonds two people for life. I remember cautiously looking up to us while she lectured me on that. Each smile he gave me I returned only by rolling my eyes and ignoring it. That, my attitude towards you, it makes me bitter. You're the only person who could actually sit down with me and put effort towards me. Everyone else just shoved me to the side and ignored me. I was too much of a hassle for them. But not to you. Your picturesque smile pierces me to the very core. I feel something small begin to run down my cheek. Quickly remove it and return my attention to Sorry. I guess it isn't so bad if I let her rest for a while. After a few more hours of me consistently revisiting the flyer and making sure it's formatted correctly for printing, I am finally finished. Joya hasn't moved since she originally dozed off. Every so often I would find myself looking across the room at her mirror, which showed both of us sitting on the floor together. It wasn't a terrible sight, but since it was starting to get into the evening, I must return home. I saved the project, closed the laptop, and slid it off to the side. Gently wrapped one of my arms under her back and the other around her knee. Then raised both and lie her onto her bed. As a result of this, she rolls over and continues her rest. It makes me smile at the sight. Arrived home, make myself something to eat, I go up to my room and lie down on the bed. Check my watch and decide that I can read for a few hours before going to sleep. Rubbing my back against the wall near my window, I open a book and read until night comes. Hours later, the night has swallowed the world and I feel myself getting tired. I look out my window into a Sawyer's house, which is still dark. Yes, it's to be expected of that girl. Okay, so just slept the entire time. 6:45, our bedroom. It's the day of the festival. It's time to get up and get to school. I perform my normal morning routine, taking a shower, brushing my teeth, getting dressed, and departing at an early time. As I start on the street, I hear a voice calling out to me. Echo. Turn back, note Sorry sprinting to catch up to me. Good morning, Sorry. Hi, Echo. Are you excited for today? Not really. Why not? Because I have to read a poem in front of people? You'll enjoy it. Sorry, you evidently don't know me then. Did you even attempt to write a poem? Yes, I did. Good. Trust me, Echo, you'll do great. Excuse me if I don't express an ecstatic attitude. I'm a little nervous too, you know. But I know as long as you and my friends are there, I can do it with all my heart. I ruffle her hair. You're inspirational at times. Well, being signaling the end of the first period. The school decided that the first period should remain normal until the festival starts. So now I guess I have to ready myself to go help the literature club. Oh, that's interesting. Because in most other fan games, it goes completely into... It just jumps Monday straight into the festival. There is no anything before it. That's it. I'm going to be right back real quick. Okay, anyway, I'm back. And we will continue the good old doki doki. Can't go wrong with the good dokey dokes. Oh, did I miss anything in chat? No, I didn't. Good. I always like to make sure I read all comments, just because it's good. And, just, you know, it makes people feel good. Okay, let's continue. So now, I guess I had to ready myself to go help the literature club. I enter the literature club room and notice each of the girls around setting up their own things. Troy's gathering her flyers, Yuri's setting up candles and aromatherapy diffusers. Natsuki inspects a cupcake she brought from home. Monica scribbles on a piece of paper at the front of the club room. Alright girls, who's ready for today? I shout out. I am super ready. As ready as I can be. Definitely, duh. I am very excited for today, Echo. Good, because I am as well. These two girls tell me their plans and projects for today. And needless to say, I'm kind of excited as well. The desks of the club room are neatly aligned to fit Monica's specifications. Sori has compiled a neat looking flyers for the attractiveness of other students to come to the club. Natsuki has made some sweet smelling cupcakes, and Yuri has brought a banner, several candles, and a diffuser with her to help her part of the project. Each of these girls are all determined for one goal, to get others to join the literature club. They're all unique and treasured in their own ways. They're not bad girls either. I guess I'm getting used to them. Sorry, would you like to get started handing those flyers out? Or can we do it now? I am so excited. Sure, did you print out the flyers here at school, right? Yep. Alright, let's get going. Sori and I tell the others we're departing. I tasked Roy with handing flyers out inside the school. I'm taking the outside. It's easier to distribute resources like that. So I was a little upset when I suggested this, but I want to stay with you. It'd be easier for us to get the word around the school of the club that way. Fine. I approached several students and informed them about the club and handing them a flyer. Some of my other classmates looked at me like I was a ghost when I approached them. You're actually in a club? Yep, and it's a pretty decent one, you should come by. But maybe continue this charade of putting on a fake smile, pretending I care about people, their opinions, and my own integrity against their reactions. I wonder how Sori's doing. Hi! Can you come check my club? It'd be great if you did. Sure, Sori, anything for you. Of course. I never knew you were in a club. You bet I'll check it out. Would you mind checking out the club I'm in? No thanks. The literature club? Ew, no. No. Ugh. At least I'm also the flyers. I've spoken to a large number of students as well. The least I can do is hope some of my efforts will pay off. Okay, everyone. Sori's on her way back with guests. Okay. We can do this. Correct, we can. Everyone let's take a seat at our desks. At 5 desks move separately to the front of the room, each of the girls sit down. I take a seat next to Monica. We gingerly wait for students to enter the door. Alright everyone, here we are. Sori walks in with a large number of students accompanying her. We disperse around the room looking at Yuri's decorations. Some move out to Natsuki's cupcakes and admire them. Monica gets up and begins to greet everyone. Natsuki, Yuri, and I remain seated. Sori walks over to me and beams. Look how many people I got. Great job, Sori. I'm proud of you. I ruffle her hair. Oh, I'm so glad you came. Here's Sori screwed of joy. I wouldn't have missed it for the world, sweetheart. I hear a guy's voice coo at Sori. Echo. Meet my friend Kagan. He is interested in joining the club. Nice to meet. Yeah. It's you. It's you. You two know each other? Never remove my gaze from him, I respond. We've met once before. Yes, we have. What are you doing here? I'm a member of the literature club. What are you doing here? I'm here because Sori asked me to check out the club. Oh, very interesting. Is there something wrong here? I don't respond. He doesn't either. Nope, nothing at all, Sori. Okay, I just got here, and who's that? In last stream, we were outside on our balcony while we were hearing footsteps. So we went to investigate, and we found Peeping Tom staring into Sori's window, and it was him. This guy was staring into Sori's window like in the middle of the night. So we kind of told him to get lost. He refused to and tried to beat us up. But our character is some super ninja agent or some secret agent. So he absolutely decked the guy and told him to never come back. A perv. Yeah, pretty much. And nothing at all, sorry. That being said, how about you let me give your friend here a tour? That wouldn't be necessary. His voice whimpers. No, I insist. He is your friend, Sorori. He can be mine too. Sorori smiles widely. The boy begins to sweat profusely. No, it's fine. I'll stay with Sorori. Alright then. Enjoy your time here. I place one hand on his shoulder and gently squeeze. Sure. I can just imagine that. Both of them walk past me and into the club room. So he is a student here. Good to know. Trey said his name was Kagan. I'll be sure to remember that. Yasu seemed awfully sweet, sorry, which pretty much confirms that he has an interest in her. Why else would he be a perv and spy on her while she changes? Well, I gave him a fair warning. For now, however, I will leave him be. I looked back and watched both of them closely. Going to next to the door, I leaned back on the wall and helped Monica greet the newcomers. Kage, what kind of name is that? Japanese, I believe. Kagan, I think it's pronounced. Kagan? Something like, yeah, Japanese. I don't know what it means though. It's definitely an interesting name. I see. What does it mean? Anything? Yes. Yeah. Kagan. Oh, apparently the word Kakan can convey the idea of balancing. Something is not too much nor too little. Ah, interesting. According to that, I don't know how true it is, but oh well. Okay, everyone. I want to thank you all for coming here and being part of our club for a short while. We've enjoyed having you all here, and I really hope you join. We have a little presentation for you all that each of our members have worked really hard on. We are going to be reading some poems we've made out loud to all of you. I'll go first. Standing before everyone, she stiffens her posture and takes a sigh of preparation. As Monica orientates her poem, she captures the entire audience almost immediately. The tone in which she speaks is very immersive. The wording of her poem is formal and dignified, and the delivery is immaculate. Monica did try really hard in this poem. Thank you all for listening. The room starts to clap. Hey everyone. I'm going to read you all my poem now. Hope you like it. So he begins to present. The cheerful tone fades slightly and a more serious one takes hold. The poem is still her normal style, simple and silly and simple, but the delivery made it much more impactful. When we finished, I'm almost astonished. Thank you all. Here begins to present her poem, but as she prepares, her face is beaded with sweat and remorse. I can tell she's hating this, but she can handle it. Thank you all for this opportunity. I'll read my poem now. Ray's poem was her normal style, solemn, thought-provoking and detailed. Just like Sori, her delivery makes her poem stand out much more. Her words seem to have an actual impact on you. Her emotions and word choice only add on top of that. As I finish, Yuri's confidence dissipates. So thank you for listening. Asuki reluctantly gets up. So I have to read you a poem. But it's good, so listen up. Asuki starts, not leaving any hesitation. Her voice is courageous and proud. It complements the simplicity of her poem perfectly. She smiles while she orientates her poem, showing that she is having fun. I knew it. Everyone has that initial fear of public speaking. I even have it at times, especially now since I'm next to present. But I have spoken in front of formal companies before. I consider myself vested in the task. As Suki stands, she smirks and looks at me. Thank you guys for listening. Monica turns to face me. I reach in my pocket and pull out my slip of paper. Take my position in the center of the room. Alright, I guess I'm the last to present to you all. Everyone eyes stare at me. A. Always unpredictable. So, sincerely never ending. H. Helpful and hindering. L. Laudable to no bounds. E. Extremely unpredictable. Y. You picked me up instead of letting me down. You may be gone, but the image will never fade from the abyss of my mind. Look up from a paper. The entire room is completely silent. Sorry, Monica. Each of them stared blankly at me, dumbfolded. All of a sudden, everyone starts clapping. That was so good. Amazing. You're not that bad at all. The way you presented it is what made it. I didn't think it was all that good, but thank you all for letting me be the final figure to present before you. Each of the students in the room all begin to convey with each other and start moving about. Natsuki's cupcakes disappear quickly. The environment of the room is happy and relaxed thanks to Yuri's enhancements. And with Monica and Soy talking to everyone, I get a really good feeling about everything. That is until he walks up to me. So your name's Echo? And yours is Kagan? That's Russian, correct? How do you know? It's just a little common knowledge I picked up. On a more important note, why are you here? I could ask you the same question. I don't think that would merit a response from me, considering what you were doing that night. I was having my fun too until you showed up. I gently take a step closer to him. Do you remember what I told you? I don't believe I did. What was it you said? Allow me to refresh you. If I ever see you near Soy's house again, I'm not going to hesitate to hurt you more than I did that night. Do you understand me? You have a lot of nerve saying that. There's a hand on his shoulder and tighten my grip. Do I? I think it's you who has the nerves coming here. So you gonna threaten me if I did? Don't? Are you willing to take that chance? Your eyes, it's like you're hollow inside. That's a great job, Kagan. I raised my voice loud enough for the other girls to hear. It's sexy you have to leave so soon. I do hope I see you again, my friend. He begins to leave half the door, but stops before completely leaving. So I certainly hope we can hang out alone soon. Oh, certainly. You have a good day, Kagan. That son of a... Echo. That poem was amazing, was it? It was about your mum, wasn't it? I never knew my mother, but there was someone who practically was my mother at one point. Was that who the poem was about? I guess you could say that. Well, that was a great poem. I know it isn't easy to share as a new member, especially in a venue like this, but you did superb. Thank you, Monica. On another more serious note, that boy you were talking to, do you know him? Should I tell Monica what happened? If I keep it quiet and something happens to her, I don't know what I might do. On the other hand, if I tell Monica, it could cause an array of problems. Monica, would you mind if I talked to you outside for a sec? Oh, of course we can. So that's what happened. That's horrible. How could he do that to her? He seems very eccentric. Definitely when it comes to his interest in story earlier. Monica closed her eyes and rubs her brow, clearly assessing the situation. What do we do, Echo? Honestly, Monica? We can't do anything. What? What do you mean by that? I mean exactly that. It isn't cryptic. Right now, if we intervene, it could get Story hurt or in trouble. Or she would end up getting mad at us. Or even more scared when she was the night after it happened. Exactly. She was terrified until I talked to her about it. That's right, you did talk to her and cleared her fears right up. You're such a good person. I guess I will have to actually be a hidden guard for her for a while. Accept my help. I can't let you do all this on your own. You don't have to, Monica. I'm perfectly capable of doing it on my own. I can see why Soy has taken a liking to you. What? I'll see you back in the room. Man, wait! Just cuts us off. So, our part of the festival has come to a conclusion. Each of us take a fair share of the cleanup workload and get it done in about 5 minutes. With all of the completed, the girls begin to say their personal plans for the rest of the festival are. I'm curious to find out more about Cargan, but I decided to pin it for now. So she expressed to me that she wanted me to accompany her around the festival. So is a girl that wouldn't ever really deem her competitive. But all of this has just changed. At this point, however, blue-eyed monster is throwing softballs as hard as she can at the booth. I've taken a refuge behind a nearby sign. Yeah. Sorry, be careful. No, I want to win the teddy bear. Just be careful then. Yeah. So he hucks another softball towards the target. I misses poorly. I only have one left. Let me try, sorry. Huh? Do you think you can do it? Yeah. So he hands me her final softball. She's tried 3 times so far to win the stupid teddy bear, and all 3 times she has failed miserably. I look at the target and place myself into a normal position for targeting. Take a breath and throw. Ding! Well, young man, you actually hit it. But what? Echo, you did it. The diffuser actually wraps her arm around me. Then the other person operating the booth hands Sorry a little teddy bear with the blue eyes. I am so happy. Your friend here is amazing, right? A few of Sorry's friends decided to join us as we were exploring the festival. Strange enough, after they joined up, Sorry clung to me. Consider shoving her off my arm and questioning her immediately, but I refrained myself. It's getting late, Echo. I look up and notice sun setting in the distance. Yeah, are you ready to head home? A little. Good, you can even sleep with a teddy bear one for you. You're right. She looks into my eyes and blushes. Her friends start to giggle quietly. Sorry and I walk home after separating with her friends. When I walk home, Sorry doesn't ease up on her clinginess. She's become close to my right arm the entire time. I'm not objecting to it, but it does seem odd. The smile does not seem to fade in any capacity either. I feel at ease for once. After Cargan causing what he did earlier, I kind of found myself more attached to Sorry. It's weird. Echo, that poem you read earlier? What about it? It was about your like-mum person? Let's call her my guardian. And yes, it was about her. It was really sweet. Call it what you want. What happened to your guardian? She's dead. Oh. I'm sorry for bringing it up. Don't worry about it, Sorry. It's in the past now. I wish I could run from the past, take a few deep breaths and continue walking Sorry home. So, Ashley was her name? Yes. Tell me about her. You're so needy. Fine. She was interesting. She was a very sweet woman 1 second and a total douche the next. She taught me, tried to at least, everything she knew. If I disobeyed or showed insubordination, I got corrected. Corrected? She showed me that I need to be able to own up to my mistakes. I need to face them head on without regrets. But also, mistakes are not an option. People can get hurt by a simple misfalsation of a tongue. She sounds very stern. That she was, but she ended up breaking me. And I became a better man because of it. Oh, that's great. If you want to call it that. When I reach our neighborhood as the sun fully sets. You get some rest now, okay? Thank you, Echo. Thank you so much for making today a great day. Give me another hug before I respond and trots off home. Did I really make this day special for her? To walk away, I feel a smile work its way on my face. 10th of the 3rd, school sports day. Ooh, listen to the music. Very epic. Go, Echo! You can do it, Echo. Don't fail us. Wow, he is really fast, right? It's like he's done this before. It's actually kind of amazing. Go for the home team. It's already been a month and Echo has seemed to have made himself known. It was surprised when he said the varsity soccer team wanted him to fill in for someone. He isn't even on their roster. But Monica, our school soccer team is one of the best in the country. It only makes sense that they need the very best people for it. 2 to my left, 1 on my right, and 1 trailing me. I need to get this goal. Team member, Echo, watch out. I see him. An opposite team member runs in front of me. You think you're getting past me? Do you think you're much of a blockade? Huh? I kick a soccer ball for the gap in his legs. But what? I run up and grab his shoulders, forcing him down enough I jump off the ground, making sure my back touches his in a front flip motion. What are you? Getting past you. I roll off his back and onto the field as he falls over. What on earth? Echo, good stuff. Time for the goal. Nearing the goal, I fake to my left and volley to my right. The opposite team's goalie stumbles and I go for it. Kick the ball and lands inside the goal once again. Now a team for the goal, home team. Several boys from my team went up to me. Did you just see that? He basically just flipped that guy using his own weight. Then while the guy was falling, he used the momentum from the charge and rolled over him. That's... wow. I told you Echo is amazing. You're not kidding. If he keeps this up, we could win. We'll win this. I mean, Echo has to show off it to his new girlfriend anyway. Yeah? We aren't dating. You two have been spending an awful lot of time on each other ever since the festival. Well, yeah. I knew it. Have you not told him your feelings? Yep, I'm afraid for the answer. So, you can't let that stop you. Even if your feelings aren't returned, you still need to answer. He intensely watches the field, her mind a fury of emotions and thoughts. Echo, that's awesome. Keep it up and we can win. These douches are going down. Yeah, that's the spirit. We run over to a small table set for players and grab a drink of water. The bleachers are filled almost completely with spectators that range from students and parents to school faculty. And I expected the captain of the class soccer team to ask me to be a standing for a sick player. He and I shared the same PE class and they happened to be dodgeball. We went at it for 10 minutes straight, hurling projectors at each other. It went so far that even the PE teacher started to watch. Where did he get back in? Yep. Jumped to the field and take my place near our goal. I'm a vanguard for the goalie. The last round I was an attacker. It's good to make substitutions every so often. Keeps the brain engaged and focused. I look off to my left and the bleachers noticed the others cheering. Here. The players in the middle of the field scramble to gain control of the ball. One of the opposing team player gets it and begins to run towards me. He's leaning onto his left side as he runs. He's anticipating flanking to the right. When someone throws their weight distribution off like that, it makes for an easy fit. So either this guy is smart or he's incredibly stupid. As press he directly fakes to the left and starts to flank from the right. A few more teams are caught off guard by this and fall behind. That insert and block of his path. He beamed right towards me. I'm not moving. Push myself against the grass and secure my footing. Yeah? Stupidly runs towards it, it becomes increasingly clear I don't intend to move. It's too late for him now. Move! Body collides in mine and falls back without first. Ball rolls to my leg or my team members can cover it. Nice block. Why didn't you move? He locks up, and me bewildered, reached a hand out to help lift him up. I don't play the game of chicken, but it was a valiant effort. He smiles and accepts my offer. I both admire you and fear you, my friend. You hear that more from me, you think? He waves and returns after the ball. Okay, so we're a good sport, so that's good, and that's the game. The home team wins. The bleachers roar with excitement. I walk towards the middle of the field and wipe the sweat off my brow. I group my teammates around me. Where I go? Didn't do half bad today. Are you kidding me? He was probably the best player on our team. You better watch out, Captain. Don't flatter, I just did what was needed to be done to win. You wanna join some food? Sure, why not? Okay, this was not the direction I was expecting to go in. I kept with several of the guys from the soccer team that I met in the class to a nearby fast food joint for some food. The atmosphere is the essence of camaraderie. Great game today. Echo, why didn't you join the main roster? You could seriously use you. I appreciate the offer, but no. Why not? Because I already have prior obligations I need to fulfill. Man, wait. Aren't you also in that one club? Yep, the literature club, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I know the one. It's got that story girl in it. Oh, the really cute one with blue eyes. Yeah. They aren't all bad. I enjoy the company. Oh, got a little harem going over there, Echo. I look up for my food. Not at all. I have enough respect for them to not consider such indecent things. We'll say, Sori's pretty cute. She's friendly too. That's nice. I would like to... Really, dude? That's enough. Thank you. Slam my hands on the table, causing it to shake violently. The other guys look at me shocked. None of you have the right to say that. Get with gas. Let's joke around a bit. But you don't know any of them or what they've been through, so you have no right to treat them with such disrespect. Alright, no need to go King Kong in a second. Sorry for the outburst as well. One of the quiet boys speak up. Not that I can blame you. I mean, we're all, a lot of us are in the same class. I see that girl with you quite a lot. It's only natural to be defensive for her. I guess so. In the talking, nothing ever happened. So, a club of literature. You find that interesting? Right. So you're both a scholar and an athlete then? I'm many things, but I wouldn't say I was either of those. You run and move like you do that on a daily basis. Man, even in PE you're always top performer. Yeah, when we're in class 2 you almost always get perfect scores. How would someone like you even come into existence? Through blood. Lots of it. Starts to laugh except for me. Well, the captain said you're more than welcome to filling at any time for missing players of ours. Will you do it? I don't see why not. Awesome. Front door restaurant opens and Sorry walks in. Sorry? Hi. He bounces towards me cheerfully. What are you doing here? I was looking for you, silly. Me? Yeah. I want to congratulate you on winning the game today. You are super cool. Haha. Well, thank you, Sorry. Hehe. I guess I might as well thank you too. Thank me? What? For coming out to support us? Of course, Echo. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Put a hand on his shoulder and smiled gently. Good. We're lucky to have you. Since you're busy, I'll talk to you later, okay? Alright. Bye, Sorry. Bye. Ben and I have been spending a lot more time together since the festival. Hasn't been that bad, we've grown a little closer, but Argon still continues to egg me on. Granted, I could have beaten him down the first time I got the chance, but if I'm going to be smart about how I approach this, I can't be hasty. Return to the table, ignoring the other guy's hungry glares, and continue eating. I guess since I'm walking home, I might as well pick something up to read. Newspaper would do. Stop by a small newspaper vendor and pick one up. There's an article about some guy named Zero who wrote a little poem for his girlfriend's birthday on the 11th of November. Ugh, that's really mushy. But I will not lie, it's cute. That girl must be really lucky. Smiling, I wrap the newspaper back up and take it home. As I reach my neighborhood, I notice something unusual. There's a black sedan parked against the curb about 3 houses down from Sorry's, one that I haven't seen before. Feeling a little cautious, I immediately changed the path of my route. Normally I wouldn't concern myself with random cars that happen to stop by, but the model of the sedan is much different than the one you would normally see in the street. Move on to a nearby alley and get close to the van, making sure to remain in the shadows and out of sight. Expecting the car to take a look at the reflections of the setting sun on the dark tinted windows. Thus I suspected the reflection of the sun wobbles slightly, indicating someone's in the driver's seat. What are you waiting for? As I think that the engine roars to life. Shortly after the car drives off, I stay in position for a few more minutes to make sure the coast is clear. That was concerning. I mean, it could very well be coincidence, but it could also be very much be otherwise. Well, at least I can relax. Sorry. It has to be. But it could also be very otherwise. Well, at least I can relax. Sorry. She has to be safe. I don't have a good feeling about all this. I have to move quickly. I immediately turn away from the door, only to be caught off guard by someone standing directly behind me. Eh? Oh, hi, Echo. Yeah. Sorry? Why are you yelling my name? Looking around bewildered, I look at Sorry, her blue sparkling eyes. Oh, so you're okay. Well, yeah, why wouldn't I be? She stares at me with curious confusion. Take a second to calm myself. I rest both my hands on his shoulder. Is everything alright? Yeah. Look into her eyes at the general insurance. Everything's okay now. You act like you just saw a ghost. They're just a monster with blue eyes on my doorstep. Hey. How was hanging out with the guys on the team? It wasn't anything special. You want to hang out? You want to hang out now you're home? Sure, I don't mind. I don't have anything better to do. I want to invite Sorry in. By heading inside, I take one look behind me. For a moment, I was worried that Sorry was in serious trouble. Why am I acting like this? Ugh, come on, Echo. Our spider senses are tingling. I need to put my light on, otherwise my tracking's gonna die. And I'm back. If the light in my room gets too dim, my tracking just proceeds to just break. Because my camera isn't a second is dim in my room or not or dark, it can't see too well. Sorry has already made her way to my living room and is switching through the channel's TVs. Who said you could mess with my TV? I was hoping something good would be on. Well, since you're already making yourself at home, why don't you tell me what type of shows you like? Anything, I guess. But not scary stuff. I don't like that. I guess that is to be expected from someone like you. I don't watch much TV anyway, so you're free to put on whatever you want. Okay. Joyfully continues to switch channels. I sit down on the couch across from her and begin to read one of my books. You're gonna read? Why not? You should come sit by me and watch TV. No. Please. Look at my book and look a story. You're not gonna leave me alone if I don't, will you? Nope. You're starting to annoy me, but if that's all it's gonna take to get you off my back, then sure. Ruth smiles and scoots over to the end of the couch. Reluctantly, I sit down next to her and point my attention towards the TV. Dr. Soy has finally picked a channel. The cheerful show about a bunch of friends hanging out at the beach. But after a while, something goes wrong. A girl's getting kidnapped. Toy squeaks in concern. Looks like it. Girl struggles against the aggressors as they drag her into a van. The next scene shows the girl's friend trying to locate her, and it briefly cuts between the girls and her friends. Toy scoots close to me as things gets more intense. Hope they find her. Eventually it turns out into a cheated ending where the friends find her and save her just in time. I lower my brow and roll my eyes. Yay, she's okay. Great. I muttered that with fake confidence. Echo, can I ask you something? I don't see why not. What would you do if you got kidnapped? Me? Well, what I would do is much different than what a normal person should do. Tell me, what should I do if I get kidnapped then? Alright, first off you want to immediately get a good look at your captor's face or any other bodily features that are significant. So I can tell someone that what the guy looks like. Correct. Other features like if they have a limp, they have 2 different coloured eyes, their skin colour and the accents. You should also try to be diligent as any humanly possible, which in this situation is hard because of the stress, anxiety and panic. What else should I do? Crossing my legs, I rub my chin as I think. You should also be aware of your surroundings, like any landmarks, sounds and temperature. Having a conversation how to not get kidnapped. Okay, you should also cooperate with your captors. Why would I do that? Because if your captors don't think you'll be useful or perhaps even a problem, they won't hesitate to forget about you. That's horrible. It happens. How did you know all this? I've read a bunch about it. But my old school had some events that every so often to help educate us. Well, thank you for teaching me this. She looks down at her lap, her face blushing. I think everyone should have this type of information and training. Self-defense is extremely important. Done a lot for me since we met. I just wanted to say thank you. Don't thank me. I haven't done anything for you to be grateful for. That's where you're wrong. Yeah. Nothing. Looks back up and meet my eyes. Changes the channel to something lighter. As you watch, I take a moment to think about everything. Oh, the phone. Ripping me out of my concentration, my phone rings. Reach my pocket for my GPU phone, but realize it's my work phone. Achieve the sorry back phone and answer it. This is a test response. Sky is clear. It's dead. Sorry about that. Sorry. It's okay. Who's that? Oh, it was the wrong number. Okay. She forgot something important all of a sudden. What's curious is she pats her pockets. She gets her phone up and faces me. I honestly forgot, but while you were on that field today, Monica, Yuri, and Asuki and I decided that we're having a sleepover. Monica wants to know if you can hang out with us for a bit. That seems problematic. No. Why? This thinks some powers. Because it seems I'd be a little too close for comfort with everyone at the same time. Sleepover with the girls don't usually include a boy. Well, I guess you're right. But we trust you and it would mean a lot if you came for a little bit. Fine. When is it? Tonight. Alright. Lean back on the couch and look up the ceiling. So I immediately starts tapping away at her phone. Take this momentary break to breathe and think. They are all having a sleepover and they want me to tag along for a little bit. Granted, I've been becoming a member of the club and helping each of them when I can. But it seems a little odd that they want to include me in their activities outside the club. I've never really experienced this before. I guess I really started to notice this after the festival ended. No one decided to join the club. Each of the girls were crushed, justifiably so. Having the efforts and dedication squandered is definitely hurtful, but I wouldn't leave her bedroom for a few days. Each time she did, I had to coax her out, which almost took an hour of constant effort. It was extremely annoying, but eventually she got better. It's been a month since the festival and everyone seems to be doing great. Okay, Monica said we can head over whenever ready. Rolling my head towards her, I noticed her excitement in her eyes. Any Pacific time? Nope, Yuri has to go over there, so they're waiting on us. They're waiting on you. You're the one actually spending the night. Oh, come on. You're our friend. We want you to come. Well, let's get going. We need to stop by your house too. I already have all my stuffed markers. Alright, then let's go. "9 o'clock markers." As I approach your house, I make sure to take a mental note of the area. As we're walking here, Tori took off ahead of me. She probably is already inside. Nearby bushes, trees, fences, and other landmarks are of a conspicuous nature. After taking a few steps around the perimeter of her house, I knock on her door. "Oh, Echo, you're here." "That I am. Come on in." Oh wow, that's a nice house. Very white. Immediately upon reaching Monica's living room, I'm greeted with a very clean and organised atmosphere. Each of them look at me one by one, the eyes lighting up. Look at each of them back. Yo. They all seem to be sitting and watching TV. A few blankets are covering the floor for cushioning. Face settles next to me. Everyone is having fun. All I see is you girls sitting around and doing nothing. I don't see how that's any fun. Saying that, I take a seat on one of the cushions, so he follows. "We're waiting for you, actually." "What?" "Because I had an idea." Now he looks back at the rest of them. "And that idea was that we should put makeup on you." Immediately, I realized that I made a huge mistake coming here. No wonder Soy ran ahead of me earlier before we reached Monica's house. She wanted to inform each of the girls what I noticed them begin to surround me. Listen, if any of you think I'm gonna let you put makeup on me, sorry, get off the couch. Get him. Eh? As Suki and Troy bounces, a vapor jumps to the left, causing Troy to crash into the couch behind me. Sounds blanking and laughs with fury. As I begin to book it for the exit, I feel someone clinging onto my back. Yeah? Got you. Get off me. Nope. So he clings onto my back like an enraged monkey. Listen, I'm getting out of here. If you don't want to get off my back, you're coming with me. I don't think so. So I turn around and notice Troy charging in front of me. Yeah? I can't dodge with this pink monster on my back. They clash right into me, causing me to stumble. We got him. Well, you did. Great job. Now we can make him up. Oh man. You gotta sit me up. As you can try, hold both my arms behind my back. A side defeat signifies to them I've given up. I didn't expect them to get you, reckon. I didn't expect you all to stage a kidnapping on me. So cliche. So what's your favourite type of blush? Ooh, give him blue. We smart and girls from a tan fabric bag. Give him some pink lipstick. Well, junk. This is really happening, isn't it? We're gonna look like a clown. All of them take their turns adding their own flair of makeup to my person. I've been taken hostage by these lot. And so far they've each taken their share of my face. To use lipstick on me, so I apply some powders which I have no idea what they do. You has blush. Monica handles eyeshadow. The entire time my face is contorted into disappointment. And at last we are done. Oh, look at you. So pretty. You're a beautiful lady. The very picture of attraction. I hate all of you right now. Come on, Echo, let's go in the mirror. No. Oh, come on, we worked hard to make you look good. I looked better before. Don't make me tackle you again. I promise that you won't do that again. Takes my hand and tries to lead me to the bathroom. Hey, it's this one. I eventually decided to let her have her fun to the bathroom. Enough, I look horrifying. I then realised something that sends me into a near panic. Sorry? Yeah? Is any of this gonna come off easily? No? For goodness sake, keeping the terror from escaping my lungs by a scream I take breath. No, sorry. So you gave me makeup? Guess what you gave me too? What is it? I grab, so I pull her close and rub my knuckles into her scalp. Ow, 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 ow. Why'd you always do that? So he whines while she top of her head. Because you deserve it. If I get put through hell tonight, so do you. So he walks into the living room as I try to wash up. I use several alcohol-based solutions to help remove the makeup better, but in no time at all, a majority of it's gone. I'm returned to the living room. So I was sitting down alone on one of the cushions with a blanket. Suki, Yuri, and Monica all on the couch watching a movie. The lights dimmed. I sit down next to Troy and turn my attention to the movie. It's apparently a scary movie. Several high school students are trying their best to hide from a killer roaming the school. The dark atmosphere of the music is definitely creepy. I wonder what Troy thinks of it. She looks like she's terrified. Well, that's to be expected. She cowers under her blanket like a scared puppy. I scoot closer and pat her on the head. What are you doing that for? You're a baby. That's rude. So you're not scared of this movie? No, I'm not. Alright then. But, oh, because oh my, the looks on your face. That wasn't very nice. I'm sorry. That was too good of an opportunity to pass up. Chucking a wrapped arm around and gently hug her. She looks slightly and blushes. I scooch closer and rest her shoulder on my shoulder. Resting my shoulder on my shoulder? I can't read. The movie ends and Troy has fallen asleep while clinging to my arm. And Suki has crashed out, as well as Yuri, both of them resting their heads against each other. Monica looks at me from across the room. Gentle smile only adds to the moment. Monica, I was meant to ask you. Yeah? Those clothes aren't really pajamas. What's up with them? I didn't plan on sleeping in these. Planning on changing when I go to sleep, of course. I see. Now that everyone's asleep, she lowers her voice. Any developments about Toy Story? Kargan is still around, as you already know. However, he hasn't been that much of a problem lately. But there was a suspicious car parked on the street from Sori's house today. A suspicious car? I stuck around a bit and they left shortly after. I didn't see anyone enter or exit the car either. So to be safe, I escorted Sori here today. Yeah, that was smart. It's good she has you to protect her, even if she doesn't know about it yet. As you converse, there's a small knock on Monica's front door. Oh, I'll get that. Monica stands up and goes to answer the door. A minute later, she walks up to me. Someone's here for you. What? For me? Then he slides Sori off my shoulder and, making sure not to wake her, I cover her with a blanket once more and walk towards the door. As I approach the front door, I see a familiar brunette woman waiting me. Julia, what are you doing here? I thought I would stop by and see if you're being responsible. And speaking of which, she looks at my face and begins to... what is this? She traces her index finger up and down my cheek. Is this makeup? Don't I look hot? She desperately tries to hold back laughter. Don't give me that attitude. Consider this payback for when you ended my... Sure, let's go with that. Okay, anyway, let's talk, but... Walks back up to the door. Joe looks at me with a devious grin. This won't be good. Oh, hi. You one of Echo's little friends? Yeah. Echo, aren't you going to introduce me? Julia, this is Monica. Monica, this is Julia. Joe bends over the waist and looks Monica in the eye. Are you the little heartthrob that's caught the interest of my Echo? Looks at me puzzled. Yeah, would you not right now? Oh, I'm only wanting to see what you've been up to. You're playing me. Cut it out. I looked at Monica. I'm the person responsible for him. Hey, can you make sure he doesn't wake up? Sure. Monica walked back into the house and I closed the door behind me. Alright, what is it? I need you tonight. Why? It's code 9. A code 9? That's not my job expertise. You have people qualified for that. Don't tell me something I already know. But we already expended those teams. And no results. I'm forced... Why are you clicking? I'm forced to resort to you. I can give you 5 minutes to clean that junk off your face. And I don't have a say in this? No, I'll be in the car. Just like that, Jody turns away and towards a flashy looking sports car parked in the driveway. Okay, can you let me get off my face real quick? There's some remnants of the makeup that I really can't have on right now. Yeah, of course, but are you going somewhere? Yeah, so I need to get this done real quick. Okay. She promptly helps me clean the remnants of the makeup off. Till if Sori wakes up, I went home. Thanking her for hospitality, I wave and leave. Oh, it's same day but blank time? No, we don't know where we are, Mum. As the car speeds on the road, I take a mental note of the surroundings. We've gone a little bit away from the city. Julie explained that I had something to do in a small town outside of town. At least, that's what the papers say. Almost there? Alright. Keeping my eyes closed, I go over the situation that was told to me over and over. I'm not normally called for a situation like this. The fact that I was shows me admin is getting a little worried about something. I'd better remain on my toes. 8 o'clock, Echo's house. Okay, this was after it. Waking up this morning was difficult as ever. Last night really kept me up late. I shrugged the exhaustion from my system and go to the living room. Troy hasn't texted me yet, but Monica has. She explained to me that Troy was still fast asleep and expected to be for hours to come. Understanding that, I realised I had a few hours to get some work done. I retrieved my backpack and spread some of my homework across a nearby coffee table. While working, I think back to last night. It was rather enjoyable to spend time with Sorry. Granted, I absolutely hated the fact that all of them ambushed me, but I walked into a sleepover. I should have sensed something like that coming. Joel didn't hesitate to ridicule me through the night for it. Even after that, we were finished and she was driving me home. It just seemed joyous and carefree. It still leaves a bitter taste in my mouth. The world isn't truly as happy as you see it, Sorry. I want to shove the truth in your face, but who am I to shatter her view? That view of the world may be the only thing keeping her, well, Sorry. Innocent and trusting nature traits are something I truly enjoy about her, especially since I've been around people who are pessimistic and careless. Part of me wishes that I could continue this worry-free and happy life with the literature club forever. Part of me doesn't, but I know this won't last forever. The strain on my left arm grows. I realize what this process is what I realize that this thought process is what caused. The least I can do is enjoy the time I do have, and I do intend to make the most of it. Clear my mind of all the thoughts, begrudgingly I continue to work my homework. All my homework done and some extra preparations, I approached Julia. It's about time. Howard has to be the one to wait on a man for once. Hell, it's the end of the world. Julia gives me a smug smile and gets into her flashy car. The polished and waxed white exterior practically glows in the morning sunlight. Grabbing the hand, I hear a voice calling out from my left. Echo, wait! Julia stops halfway inside the car, facing the direction of the voice. Sorry? Where are you going? I have a few errands. But you still at Monica's? I wanted to come home. She looks at me with remorse filling her eyes. I also feel really bad about last night. I thought it was a good idea at the time and it really was funny, but it was nice and I want to apologise. Packing a smile of Sorry's regret, I placed a hand on his shoulder and said deeply in her eyes, it was a messed up thing to do to ambush me like that, but you got the best of me. Not very many people do, be proud of it. Plus, he wouldn't make a bad looking girl anyway. She starts to laugh. Leaning against the driver's side, she peers over the roof and glances between Troy and I. Well, who's this? She is I'm this lovely boy's guardian. She closes the door and walks around towards me. Or maybe I am more. Leans down towards my ear and softens her voice. Still looking at Troy with a straight face, I raise my left hand and flick her in the face. Ow! I swear, I think I may have found someone else besides Troy who makes unnecessarily awkwardness. Rubbing her cheek, she scoffs at me. Me ignore, so I looks at me with pure confusion. Don't listen to a thing this bimbo says. Hey, she's some person that my benefactor left responsible for me. Oh, don't ignore me. When are you going to be home, Echo? So I ignores Julie as well. The girl. No clue. I guess whenever I finish. Okay. He beams at me, practically glowing. Turn a smile and get in the car. Well, the huffing and puffing Julie follows my lead. Silence between us, and it doesn't last long. As soon as she turns the corner and departs my neighborhood, she speaks. So, that the girl you've been clinging to? Clinging to? I think you should probably reevaluate what you consider clinging to. Oh, Shep, I know you better than anyone. Almost. And you look like a girl with a calm projection. Kind of jaw-dropping. Oh my, you actually do. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what kind of things you wear. What? You wouldn't. Let's see. You remembered the contents of my wardrobe? Glanced at you in the rearview mirror, my sadistic laugh doesn't cease. Oh, come on. It was you who taught me to... But you were the little privacy broker who went in my room and scavenged inside of my wardrobe. Oh, and if I recall correctly, there was something else. If you finish the sentence, I swear I'll break your nose. If you're prepared for a punch, then come at me. Your signs of desperation. Why must you be so difficult? If I wasn't, being my supervisor wouldn't be as fun. You were like this before I even became your supervisor. Consider it a good thing then. If I feel comfortable enough to compliment you, you better take what you can get. Redens as you understands the scope of my joke. Listen, please refrain from talking like that around me. I wonder what Ashley would do if she was here. You'd probably join in ridiculing me and smack you in the back of the head. Pretty much. Reveling in the moment of torment, moreover, I smile as the conversation between Joel, Ashley, and I. Look, monkeys, Echo. Oh, come on, you have to smile about something. Can we go home, please? I don't want to be here. Hopeless, we came to Zeus so you can have fun. And you aren't even grateful. I don't want to be here. Please take me home. I want to face me face side. Right, come on, Echo. If you don't want to be here, we can go home. Or at least go around a bit. You may find something you enjoy, is that okay? Look in my serious eyes, I feel weakened. Okay, I guess we can. What? He looked completely horrified and shocked. Why didn't you ever listen to me? I take out my tongue, meeting Ashley's eyes. Come on, let's go. The things from my face during the mirror is me. You're remembering her, aren't you? Yeah. Yep, she was the only person that ever got through to you. Pretty sure I'm aware of that. You haven't used that nickname in years. Okay. We're gonna be at the field in like 30 minutes. Do you want to get some rest? Sure, thanks for reminding me. It wasn't matter to perform a normal mental exercise to prepare. And that is that. Thank you for the ride. Don't thank me. You worked pretty hard today. If I hadn't offered you a ride, you probably would have just passed out right there and then. I'm fine. What are you talking about? You might look at yourself in the bathroom mirror. Think for yourself, especially with all that masquerade you have on, huh? There's nothing wrong with how much masquerade I have. Pulls on her sunblock, check the mirrors installed. Good night. As I get out of the car ahead, feel my eagerness to return home grow immediately. Steam from the shower engulfs my body like a hungry predator, the doomed prey. So on Joe's advice, I look into my mirror and inspect myself. I am much dirtier than I expected to be and look absolutely exhausted. Shrugging it off, remove my towel from my waist and enter the shower. Water pouring over me immediately relaxes me. I rest my forehead against the wall and close my eyes. I'll finish my longer than usual shower, my voice screams for rest. So you go to bed, put the bedroom light off and get dressed and lie down. I don't even bother set my alarm for the morning. I have no plans or anything. Ooh. I shoot from my bed, beads of sweat pouring from my face. Struggle to catch my breath and comprehend where I am. Hands shake uncontrollably, I reach for my forehead. Oh. Gaining control of my breathing, I look around the room to ensure no danger. Ooh. Finally stable my breathing and the dizziness stops. I had the nightmare again. Why? Need to get some water. Before I leave my room, something from my window catches my eye. It was a split-second flickering light. Holding up my water, I approached my window and inconspicuously gazed out from my blinds. She's empty but all one car. Same one I saw near Sawyer's house yesterday. Not parked near the house this time, but a few houses further down this time. Sawyer's bedroom window is covered in dark. Turn away from the blinds for a second to check the time. It's 20 to 3. I don't see any movement from or near the car, but I keep a keen eye on it. My mind jumps between this is just a neighborhood, sorry, nothing big to worry about. And this is entirely new cars here and it's okay to be suspicious. All of a sudden, a man appears seemingly out of nowhere and enters the driver's seat of the car. He gets in, starts and drives off. I leave them to watch for another minute before surrendering to the bed. That is suspicious. I'm woken by my doorbell ringing. Oh my, who's disturbing me right now? Of all times right now? Reluctantly prying myself in bed, I go see who it is. Sorry? Hi, Echo. Very cheerful tone and crystal eyes don't affect my current disdainful attitude. What do you want? Came by to see if you're busy. I was enjoying some much needed rest until you came and disturbed it. Well, you came over to ask me something. What is it? Well, I didn't come over to ask you anything. Yeah. Chloe has a question in her mind, but she's afraid to ask. Easy to pretend something like this, everyone has it in their eyes. But a fact? Would you mind telling me why you're all wet? Huh? I am? She looks up and down. Right. Did you do? My bathroom sink is broken. So you came over here to ask me to fix your sink? Well, I thought if anyone could fix it, it would be you. Do I look like a plumber to you? Yep. But what? I expressed sorry to say no, but she went the exact opposite way. What on earth did lead you to that assumption? He grabs my hand and pulls me out of the house. Please. Oh man, would you get off me? I'll take a look at it. Ray's bathroom is right across the hall from the bedroom. I was immediately after entering the bathroom, I realised so I must have not caused this. He peeks ahead into the bathroom and looks into the sink. Pipe is loose. Sorry, can you bring me some tools I left at the front door? Okay. Let me trot up. How on earth do you manage to do this? The water is not pouring at an extreme pressure, but it's definitely a problematic pace. Getting into position, comfortable position enough for me to loosen the pipe, and I try to retighten it by hand. Yeah. Runs up and places a bag of tools next to me. With a few multi-purpose tools on me wherever I needed. As I try to retighten the pipe, I begin to conjure up a silly scenario of how this came in my head. When she noticed leaks, she wrapped a towel around it, noticing to fix the problem. Fast forward a few hours later, the water was pounding in the bathroom. I had to grab a wrench and bang it against the pipe, making the problem even worse. Picturing her face as she hits the wrench against the pipe makes me chuckle. Is everything alright down there? Yep. Alright, how about up there? Is that wrench okay? Yeah? Never mind. Listen, how on earth do you manage to loosen this pipe? I don't know. I was moving stuff around under my sink to reorganize, and I noticed it was leaking. Alright, listen, go find yourself something to do. I'll be done in a few. Okay, thank you. Skips away giggling, silently returning my attention back to the problem at hand. I wish for this to be over quickly. And standing up from the floor, I rub my forehead in exasperation. At this point, my clothes are soaked through. You fix it? Yes. Yay. He suddenly wraps her arm around me. Eh? Ew, you're all wet. I said give me a warning before. Listen, do you ew me? I just got done fixing one of your many problems. Sorry. Wait, many problems? Yeah, like this one. Pop my hands around her and press her tightly against me, making it wet. He pushes me away and shakes her arms up and down. Gross. Oh, not even a thank you? Listen, before I catch the cold, I'm going to take my tools and head home. Make sure to clean everything up as well so you don't hurt yourself by slipping on a single droplet of water. How could I slip on a single droplet of water? Try, you're clumsy as anything. The other day you managed to topple 4 desks at once by accidentally running into a chair. A chair, sorry. You don't have to point that out. It wouldn't be as fun. Place a hand on his shoulder. I want to go home now. You take your shower now. How do you know I was going to take a shower? Point to the top of a toilet seat with a towel and a folded pair of shirts. Oh. Oh, and I think the eagles are pretty cool too. Her screams as she rushes to tackle the clothes she had on the toilet seat. I referred to a little embodiment eagle. I wasn't purposely looking at them. She's left them practically hanging off the seats. Notice them at the corner of my eyes when I finished the pipe. I don't ever have a need to look at those things of anyone, nor do I have some odd thing to do with it. Passed away his house smiling. Been several hours since I went back home and changed clothes. They sent me a text thanking me for fixing the sink. I swung with acknowledgement and settled down in my living room. Pull out a book and begin to read. 10 for the 5th, 12 o'clock lockers. Lunch period has begun. To put my first half of the day test was away to achieve the second half, so he comes up and wave. Hi Echo. Yo, sorry, what do you need? I was wondering if we want to eat lunch together. Being lonely again? No, you're probably the one being lonely today. Sticks her tongue out. And like someone, I am quite alright alone. Sure, I'll eat with you today, sorry. Yay. Oh. Do you mind if we eat in a classroom today instead of the lunchroom? Why? No reason. I'm going to the lunchroom. If you want to go eat in the classroom, then go ahead. But you said you'd eat with me. In the lunchroom. Please? No. It lists inside of her too as she's hiding something. Will you just spit it out? What on earth is bothering you so much? It's beginning to form in her eyes. What is it? There are girls in there and they're really mean to me. They're mean? Well, people are mean, sorry. You need to suck it up. Sorry pouts and looks at me like a scared puppy. Whatever these girls are doing, sorry, she really has an abdomen on avoiding them. And this is coming from an energetic, bubbly person, kind of irritates me. I'll eat with you in the classroom. But seriously, I don't expect this to be on a daily basis either. Really? Yes, but you need to do me a favor in turn. What is it, Echo? Show me who these girls are. What? No, I can't. Why? Because if you say something, they'll be mean to you too. And I don't want that. Anything that some high school chick thinks won't bother me, I assure you. I've heard much worse than what they can say. She hesitatingly guides me to the lunchroom, points to a group of girls at one of the benches. I study them carefully and depart to an empty classroom with Rory. It returns with a cheerful self when we sit down at two desks. I can tell she still has an underlying sense of sadness because of the bullies. How can someone bully Rory? I mean, I haven't necessarily been nice to her, but not to the point where I'm bullying. Look down at my tray of food, beef stew with potatoes. Rory's peanut butter jelly sandwich with animal crackers and strawberry milk. Do you want to sip on my milk, Echo? You don't have anything to drink with that. No, I'm fine. Okay. With my melodramatic meal, I ask Rory a burning question. Sorry, has it been on your mind since you told me about those girls? What are they doing to you? Do I have to tell you? I'm not forcing you, but yes, I would appreciate it if you told me. What do you plan to do? Don't worry about it, sorry. I'm just curious to see what anyone would think to bully you. What does that mean? What I've observed, you are liked by pretty much everyone in the school. Those groups specifically has some vendetta with you? I can tell you, but you can't laugh at being a meanie. I'm being completely serious right now. We're in the gym class and I was changing back to my uniform. They saw me undressed and made fun of my looks down at her just a bit of cover. They're saying I wasn't big and they should be ashamed of myself. And I shouldn't act all happy all the time and just be normal. Which I am normal. Quite the contrary, but please continue. They started to laugh at me and took my change of clothes and made fun of my undergarments, and it made me really sad. I wanted to run home and cry. But I know you are here, and if I ate lunch with you, I could feel better. You think that highly of me? Well, you are my friend. And you make me happy. That's a fact. I think I've heard all I needed. What are you going to do? Are you going to be like some bat guy and capture those evil sphinxes? No. Am I some joke to you? I thought it was funny. As I said, don't worry about it. Let's just eat our lunch, okay? Okay. Nervous Rory. Compare me to some fictional superhero. A bit rather clever of her, but I am no masked or caped superhero hiding in the shadows for evildoers. I am something much more different than what fantasy can conjure up. I'm just a human, trying to eat our lunch with occasional small talk until we're done. And the clever woman and everybody at the desk ready to start the week. One last one again, eh? Almost. Oh, but Banasuki is here. Where is she? Can't say no, she called out of school today. Alright. So, what is on the itinerary? I was thinking we could take it easy for today since Nasuki's gone. I know she'd be pretty upset if we had fun without her. Yeah. So with that said, why don't we all sit down and kind of chat for a while and maybe read? Anything productive and related to literature is sure to be fun if we all participate in it. Monka's voice emits around the room with an electrifying excitement. Oh, I have an idea. What is story? Why don't we all tell stories? Stories? What a fantastic idea, story. What type of stories? How about ones that had exceptional plot and eccentric characters? Maybe we come up with our own stories. Or even tell some from funny or happy events we've all experienced. That sounds really fun. Pops and giggles for ourselves. Probably coming up with some silly experience to share with us. Yes, that could be a little amusing. Smiles smugly to herself. Alright, let's do it. I'll give us all a few minutes to think. I wonder what type of story to come up with. Knowing her, I'll assume it'll be one of three things. Friends, animals, or food. Or maybe a conjuration of all three. But nonetheless, I might as well start thinking too. Okay everyone, I think we all have ample time to think of stories. Does anyone need any more time? So and Sorry and Yuri shake their heads. I'm fine. Who goes first? Oh, me. This stands and begins to tell Sori, giggling constantly at the start. It says one girl named Zoe. She's happy and fun girl who's walking through her favourite park one day. She got done having fun with her friends and reading at her club. But before stopping home, she was on a nice walk. She hummed and skipped until she heard some noise in the bush. There was a little rabbit who was hopping onto the sidewalk. She saw the rabbit and fell in love with it. She knelt down and called for the rabbit to come towards her, and it did. Zoe and the rabbit became best of friends, that is until... Growl. Another noise came from the bushes. The next thing you know, a large hairy monster came up from behind the tree. Rah. I'm going to eat you. And Zoe and the rabbit got scared and ran away from the meanie monster. Wait. Sorry. Was I supposed to be the monster? Zoe giggles and sits down. I have a good one that you think you'll like. I don't, so... You just kidnapped a random berry. She was walking home through a decrepit abandoned house. She had been running for a long time and was getting tired. The man pursuing her got ever closer. She was scared, she didn't know what to do. The maniac just appeared out of nowhere, almost as if he the ghost himself. The torn and rotted wood of the corridors she traversed was barely able to conceal and mute her movements. She pleaded with the god that she would not be found. Her very worst fear would come true if he did. I'll hide in here for now. She quietly crawled into a mosaic wooden cabinet and kept consistently quiet. Then she heard the steps coming after her. Come out! His steps grew closer and closer, so close she could hear him playing with a knife in his hands. This man had been notorious for searching for younger people to mutilate. It was an urban legend. She was determined to not be afraid of anything. She came to the forest house of town to prove the legend was a myth. But shortly after arriving, her friend that accompanied her went missing one by one, until she was the only one left. Then she started to be chased by a knife-wielding maniac who made it their will to hurt her. Found you. She felt her head being pulled as she was dragged out of her safe space. His blackened eyes and shaggy hair was the final thing she saw. Her eyes were filled with this evil and lifeless crackle. Ha ha ha. Very mundane, Yuri. Okay, guess I'll go next. Here was a 19-year-old girl who was an avid reader in her room. She was terribly bored after the endeavourable and eventful day. Then she got really tired and closed her eyes. But she was woken up by someone calling her name. Eric. In here, Erica. All the time, Erica felt someone grab her shoulder and pull her towards a book. After crashing into a seemingly non-existent ground, she looked around and felt someone stand by her side. Erica, come on, let's go on an adventure. One voice materialized into the image of a prince. He stood next to her and took her hand. He and Erica felt everything life was complete. The prince showed her to his castle, his friends, and several intriguing beasts he had never seen before. Let's continue our journey together forever. Eric stretched his hand to Erica, who accompanied it and became his prince. She smiled and put on her diamond and emerald crown. When Erica felt her legs fall asleep, which ripped her from her dream. Realizing the harsh reality, she sighed and closed the book. Don't you worry, my prince, I will return soon. And that's my story. How romantic. I enjoyed that, Monica. These girls think I'm some kind of joke. What on earth? Two of them, I'm some evil and demented monster. And to the other, I'm some perfect prince? What a handful these are. I guess it's my turn. 10:30. The boat skids across the water as we reach the beach. All of our eyes set on one thing. The darkness of the night conceals us and makes it easier to approach. Echo, we'll be there in 45 seconds. Copy. Echo 4, you're with me. Understood. Bravo 6, you're on me. Understood. The boat makes contact with the shore and we'll depart from it. Remaining low to the ground, we stick toward the foliage that accompanies the beach. Keep my eyes focused in front of me and my eyes open and make my advance with my partner. We remain completely silent and hold communications with the other team. The very faint sound of our steps in the rain reminds me of where I am. Rain begins to fall and something we anticipate and relied on. The rain and the ocean mask our movements and conceal our sound. It should also make things easier when we have to make contact. It was told we were going to be heavier than normal storm, which is why we made our approach tonight. Following my brows, we traverse a rock passage which reveals our target. My partner and I continue skulking against this foliage as we get closer to the house. The lights are still on and obviously somewhat lively. Get some screenshots while I'm at it. No matter, so we have our mission and we complete it no matter what. Getting close to the and slow down and listen to the people inside. We're with my partner before we found our target. He gets closer, places a small device under the folding of the building, move around the back of the building near the door and do the same. Get my position against the left side of the door. Partner takes the right. We look at each other quietly to try the knob. It's locked. Move to the lock and then try to inspect what type of mechanism it uses. After figuring out, I grab my multi-tool and insert it into the lock. Click. Gently open the door and move inside. My partner remains behind to cover my leave. Readying my M91A, I silently move across the marble flooring. Dark room enters the door as my target sits behind. Man's evil. He's orchestrated the cold-blooded murder of many innocent people. He is able to elude us for a short time, or so he thought. We've known about his reason for a very long time now. We just never had an ample opportunity to strike. During my briefing early in the night, I found out about this, and I swear to God, I smiled. Something rare during these days. I moved across the hall, avoiding lights and human contact. Testing out for his bedroom. It's unlocked. Open the door and closing it lightly. Silently behind me, approach him. Man's fast asleep. I originally was curious about how he could sleep like this, but he seems to have very good sound dampening materials. Barely hear the people in the other room. That also works out for me. Take no more time to think or reflect. Oh, that scared me. His body twitches and flicks for sound, then goes limp. Alright, let's go. I press the button on my vest and silently leave the way I came. Pat and I stick to the forest and return to the boat. How was that? What? Did you come up with all that in the short time we had? Well, no. That story one of my classmates told me at school a lot. There's a bit more to it, but a lot of it just filler and it just kind of cuts the good part. I'm impressed, you told it very well. You kind of broke story. He's just like, I don't know what happened. I was on the edge of my seat. Sorry? You killed the man. Yes, sorry. That's mean. Are you always this dense? So sorry, it was a good story, I just didn't expect the killing part. What did you expect? I don't know, maybe a tickle? You're so innocent. I wrap my arm around her and knuckles against the scalp. Ow! You're going to mess up my hair. Stop and look at Soy's hair. Oh, you're doing your hair. What did you expect? You told me I should take better care of myself. That's what I'm doing. I didn't expect you to actually do it. No, that's good job, sorry. Hot in the head generally instead of the alternative. Alright, now we're done with our stories, we should get ready to pack up. Take my time, realized we spent over an hour in the classroom just telling stories. Time flew fast, wow. The girls began to pack up their stuff. Slaying my bag on my shoulders, Troy waits patiently for me at the door. Ready to go? Yep. How about you, Echo? Of course. Troy and I start walking home, crossing into the streets that leads into our neighborhood. Denise glances at me every so often. What on earth those looks for? Sorry. I've just been thinking a lot lately about... Spit it out. S? What do you mean? You've been there a lot for me lately. It just makes me feel really special. His voice changes that to one of a normal girl. By that I mean she isn't giggling constantly with some godforsaken silliness. She's completely and utterly serious. I didn't know why you're looking at me that way. I felt like I felt the need to do what I did. Nothing more, nothing less. Looked at me as if she has something to say. Can I say something? I'm not stopping you. Really important to me, so please don't laugh at me. I think of etching something wise, but restrain myself. That's fine. You're a good friend, and I appreciate you a lot. So much you don't understand. She's beginning to pull her eyes. What? What's wrong? I felt sad for a very long time now. I didn't know what I was going to do. Suddenly I felt like someone was placing a rain cloud over my head, and that rain cloud would storm and pour all the sadness over me. And I've been like this for a while. It scares me, Echo. I'm completely speechless. Does Sori have depression? He didn't display the key characteristics of it. He's generally always happy when I'm around. Take a minute to look Sori in the eyes. How has someone like me helped you with all this? Because whenever I'm around you, I feel better. Like you're the wind that blew my rain clouds away. The things in me starts to ache. I'm helping her with depression. How could a monster like me possibly help an innocent angel like her? Sorry, are you saying, yes, Echo, I like you. I like you. Ooh, a lot. She smiles sadly at me through her tears, but I don't see her smile. I see the raging downpour behind her eyes that is fearing of rejection. Person eyes never lies. That is why I always see through them. Here I'm standing before a girl I've become very fond of, and here's confessing her feelings to me and revealing a dark secret. I've never experienced with them at all. But I know one thing for certain, but it's helped me too. She's helped me understand there's more to me than who I really am. She reminds me so much of Ashley. Ashley too was, until she started to look after me as my guardian, was the light. I was the light in her life too, and here I am, the light of another person's light. I know what my answer is, and I know what I must do. Grab Sori and pull her into a hug. I understand. You don't need to say any more. You know, I was blind before. I didn't see you as anything other than a person I knew. But lately I've developed feelings for you too, which is rare for someone like me. I'm glad to be the wind that exhales your rain clouds. I'll be happy to accept the job. Are you saying? Lisa, look in the eyes. I'm saying that I'll be your boyfriend. And I'm your girlfriend? Yes. Ray hops up and down happily. Hehehe, I feel so happy. Good. Oh, Echo? Monica's gonna take me out to buy a new bow in a few hours. Did you want to come along? The atmosphere that lingered a few minutes ago has completely dispersed. No, sorry. I have to drop a few things off, which could take me a few hours. Why'd you go on without me having a Monica? I don't doubt anyway that you're gonna gossip to her about your new status as taken. Okay. I get onto a normal spot and depart. Sori turns away, smiling and blushing as red as the ripe cherry. It's still cute, I won't lie. Sori trots off towards her home, a new skip in her step. I never filled the vault before, so I'll see how it goes. I was finishing up what I was doing all afternoon. It was a long night, but an eventful one. So it texted me for a while until an hour ago. I assumed she's busy in Monica, so I dismissed it. Take a seat on the step outside my door and head against my door. Raise my head and look into the stars and relax. No, nothing's bad's about to happen. Everything seems to be going well for once. Pop a smirk and allow myself to lower my guard for a few moments. What is until my phone alerts me to something? It's from Monica? Whatever concern washes over me, I answer it. Yo, Monica? And we're going to call it there. That's going to be the end of today. We have a nice cliffhanger for tomorrow. I see, this is really good. I was a bit iffy about this mod to begin with. I was unsure of it. Because the way the character talked, he was a bit of a douche. He wasn't very nice. But my main character has really grown on me. He's so much more interesting than like every other main character so far from the fan games I've played. He actually feels like a person. And his own person, whereas in all the other Doki Dokis, yes, he felt like a person, but we didn't know anything about him. Or what we did know was very surface level. And he was never really a focus for much of it at all. So far, I'm really liking this. It's also a change of pace for our main character. He's completely different to what we're normally used to. And how he fits in is completely different as well, which is cool. So yeah, I think we'll end it here. We've got a nice cliffhanger for tomorrow's stream. We've got to see what's happening. My guess for what happened is Sori probably never my guess for what's going to happen is something probably happened to Sori, but as much as I'm putting a cliffhanger for you guys, this is also a cliffhanger for me. It's 50-50 whether or not we do it tomorrow. I might be doing Sea of Thieves with one of my mates, Dark Variable. We might be doing that. So we might not be streaming Doki. So if he's still up for it, we'll be doing that. If he's unable to do it because something came up, we will come back to this. But most likely we'll be doing Sea of Thieves. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider following and subscribing. And if you've done so, thank you very much. It's greatly appreciated. And thank you again for Sad for coming in the stream again. Always good to see you around. Yeah, I think that's everything. So have a good morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.